nach Pauke. Hurricane strike ball. Right. Ready. Recommend. Gutes Temper, begeben wir auseinander. Die Achsen öffnen. Bleibt schnell, keine Kurbelei. Steady, don't get drawn into them. Try and make them turn. Treffer. Schlag ihn herunter. Geschwindigkeit halten. Nicht sehen. Commander of Past Warriors Airborne. I complete.
Hello and welcome to, which part is it? Part 3 of the 109 build. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to basically get all the fuselage together and get everything inside. Because it's, not only is it dragging on, I've run out of time for the end of the group build, but it will look good when it's all completed and that. So what I've done is I've installed the engine, but it's kind of a situation where you don't really want to get it back out in case you damage it, which is kind of what's happened. So there you go. So that's how it's come to. I'm just gonna glue that bit, this in the side here, on there. So, I'm a bit on the side there as well. Now I've noticed I haven't painted the inside here, but I'm not sure whether anyone would really notice that or not. Like the firewall part. No, I don't think they'll notice that, to be honest. And like that you drop it, well done. Anyway, that goes like that on the side. There. No one's going to see that file, so I'm going to leave that blank. So anyway, the engine's in. Oh, brilliant. I've just noticed that little instrument has come off again. I'm just going to glue that back in. Again, the landing gear part on the front here has decided to only just pop off. Just add a bit more glue when it wants to come out. There you go. Touch of glue on the end there. Like that. I don't know if you can pick that up on the camera or not, but and it's gone. Bugger it. Oh, great. That's gone now. Anyway, no one's going to see that, but it's going to still bug me. That's gone. So what we're going to do now is go and install the sides, or the insides. So the cockpit going in, and this sits absolutely beautiful on the side. Just watch for the photo etch, as you've just seen. On the inside like that. Put more glue on. Right, so just sit that there for a bit. What else is to do? Well, this part is the head armour. Well, I don't know whether it's armour or just a special thing side that sits there. So just go. So that's come out again. I need some of that fast drying stuff. That I don't know what it was, but someone posted on Facebook this picture of what Tamaya does for another glue, and it's like that. It's extra thin, but it's fast drying. So I was kind of like, wow. So like I say, all that lovely detail's about to go out the window now. But it was worth it because you know it's in there. I know it's in there. More importantly, that's gonna stay there, like so. And that's the fire. This part going in. There you have it, like so. There you are. So there you are. That's that part done. The next part is doing the second side. Now this sketch code quite kind of difficult because you've got to get exhaust stubs in first on the side here and fit the rest of the build. And just go, where's it? Take that bit off there. This is kind of tricky. Oh, that's something I just, oh bloody hell. Forgot to put that in. Blimey. This is the other air intake if you're wondering what's that. Blimey, forgot about that. Blimey, that was close. Jesus. This actually proved difficult than what I thought it would do. Right, so that's there. Just held that there for a bit. I'm just going to let all that dry up now for a bit so we can hopefully try and get everything in on there. Yes, actually this is the only problem now, getting everything together. So you try and, right, so I'm just go, so that's the back in place. It's just the front bit I'm a bit worried about. Because these exhaust stubs are actually really... How do... Oh, hold on. Got it. That's in. And that is in. Wow. Wow. Ho ho. Now Martin did tell me that there was go. Oh. Oh, there is. Blimey. Is that not in properly? Right, so that's in there. So there is some engine fit issues on there. Oh, that's... Wow. That is really, really bad. Wow. There's some fit issues along there. That's worse than the 148 one. You seeing that? Blimey. Right, there's a tape. You have to tape it up and make sure it all fits in properly. So just place that over the top. Probably just went off camera there a bit. Right, so that's that in there then. Shut it up a bit. Let's get some more glue. Put some in there. Now hopefully that should try and stick down. It's enough of that. Let's move on with the actual fitting of the rest of the thing. Now let's have a look. That is just one blimey, that's one terrible fit, that is. That is... I'm just... You were right, Martin. There's a terrible fit along there. Wow. Anyway, it still looks good, and you know, as a modeller you have to experience with these problems. Just going to leave that out for a bit. Let's get all this done. Let's get an elastic band put around here. Hopefully get everything in place. They are. Right, so now let's triangle it. Minus the seam lines, stuff like that. I have to say, this is actually a good fit along the back of the fuselage. It's just that. Have you? Let's come off again on the. Like that. Well, that is a horrible gap. Just look at that. That is awful. That's the first time I've had a kit from Eduard that's done that. Anyway, let's try and get this part in. This is the back. That just sits in there like that. I don't know, is this still recorded? Yeah. I just wondered, so it's been ages, this says. That is just... Right, well, that's kind of everything in place now. That's everything done with, or dealt with. That is still bugging me. That has actually really surprised me a lot. Right, so I think the best thing we can do now, guys, is just kind of just sit back and just let it dry for a bit, because there's kind of no way that, you know, we've got everything in place. It's the main thing. It looks absolutely beautiful there. Just see, yeah, absolutely beautiful. But again, that gap underneath there, wow. Anyway, I'm just going to let that dry, see what I can do, and come back and we'll take it from there. Right, so what was that? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I've got the wings all sorted. I've painted the wheel wells there and there. Well, there. Just ignore the pigeons cooing in the background. So what I'm just going to do is just cut these off. Then we're going to sand them down, then hopefully get everything together now. Done the body, now I just need to do the main wings. So yeah, a bit of spare sprue there anyway. Now you have to put the cannon parts in anyway on the wings when making it. I'll get lost that bird. Absolutely hate it. So that's that. Just cough a bit of flash on there. Like so. So I'm just going to sand the edges down a bit. I don't want to get rid of all this detail, because the detail on the Eduard kits are absolutely beautiful, basically. And also, don't trim that little bit off there. That's the light bulb on the end. So wings actually there you go. Is that one done? There. So you are. You probably just listen to me just being very quiet. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the lower wings and the upper wings together, but I'm not going to bother about putting the ailerons on just yet. I just want to try and get everything together, so hopefully then we can just get everything sorted if need be. Just trim along the lines there, just take this little bit off, not everything, just a little bit, like so. Now I like using the sanding sponges on the sanding sponges on these because they're sanders, but they're not that how do you put it? They don't remove too much or leave horrible groove lines that you don't really want in the plastic. You just want a nice finish. So just trim the plastic off there. A bit there, like so. Ooh, take that bit off. Bit off there. Right, well that's that done. Next thing to do is to put the cannon things in. Just get the instructions and find out what we have to do. So they're given there. So F31 we need. So the first thing we need to do is to find F. That's E. That's F, there you go. Found them straight away, see them. F. Plenty of time. Just checking the time, so hopefully nothing will go wrong. So here are the cannon rounds. Why do I say cannon rounds? Excuse me for that as well. Cannon rounds. Why did I say cannon rounds? Cannon pods, I should say. Fly in the window now. Typically, you let the window out, open the window, and all nature tries to get in, but it struggles to get back out again because it's idiot. There you are. Right, so we can actually get on with a bit there, creating this bird. Trim that off a bit there. So yeah, let's do this. Right, so not the best fit, the cannon pods aren't. So yeah. So that's the first wing gone on. Oh. Just there. So you are. That's that one. Just needs to be glued on. So by the looks of things I'm going to have to sand this leading edge down because nothing ever fits well, does it? Pegs again, more pegs we needed. On the edge there. Wish that pigeon would shut up any minute now. I knew that would happen. Yeah, right, so that's the first wing in, and I have to say it's not the best fit in the world, but it will do. So just looking around now, whereabouts else I could possibly glue down. So anyway, there you have it. Right, that's the first one done. It's now time to do the second one. Before I do that, I'm just going to get a few more pegs, so I'll be right back in a second. So I got some more pegs, so now we can actually move on to the next part of and get the other wing on. So I'll put some there, and clearly that's way off. Yeah. So the first thing to do is get the cannon on the right way. Yeah, so just make sure everything goes on perfect. It's best to do it from the leading edge downwards, I think. There you are. So that's on the leading edge there. Gonna put one. Right, so I can't glue, that's the important thing, I can't glue this. So I need to glue it about there, I'd say. And make sure it fits in place. Right, so that's on there. That's on there. So let's glue this thing into place. Put some glue on there. that's just snapped off there. And there we have it. Right, so with that wing dry, I think I'm going to move on to the next steps. Yeah, that's all good. Right, so get the cannon parts on correctly. They're both level. And with that, I'm going to let it go and let it dry, and I'll come back to you in a second. Right, so just moving these bits of spray out of the way. Got the wings on, all round to go. Very flimsy, I have to say. Excuse me. And just going to attach this. Now I have to say I had to require some sanding work done underneath here at the back here to get it fitted in, but I've test fitted to the main parts, and there's gap across here and a bit of problems with how the wings fit. So it's not really a very good kit that Eduard gives. Well, it is a good kit, but not as good as what it used to be. So I've had to require some work done here. So just going to snap mine in place like that. So once it's in there, just going to select my new glue that I required the other day. There you have it. Break the seal on it. I'm just going to place some in there along the back. I think you can see that. Right, so that's the wings on. Just need to do the front now. Now apparently you can see what I mean by this gap here, so I'm going to have to file that out or sand it or whatever. Just across there and on there. Now the other problem is that how it's glued, I don't know if you can see on there, that the wings are level. Now that wasn't how the 109 originally was. It's supposed to be kind of like that, if you see what I mean. So I'm going to have to put a bit of pressure onto the wing surface while keeping it level like that, and see how it fits on, because that's supposed to how it should go. So I'm just going to have to hold it in place like this some time. Now what I'm going to do, actually, I've just thought, put some glue on the seam lines there and this other side, and hopefully everything should go into place. So with that done, I'm going to hold it and force it down somehow. Anyway, just have a look how it fits. Yep. So it should be like that. I've got that in place there. So I've got it in place, there you go. I'm not going to touch that now or move it whatsoever. And then, we can see where it goes from there. So it's going to be quite tricky actually stopping the recording and then do this. So I'm just going to put it down and stop the recording. Alright, so see you in a bit. Right, so let's show where we left off. Now off camera I've added a bit more to the wings. I've added the ailerons, the landing flaps, and of course the What are they actually on the front? The only time I've seen them actually work is when you're turning the aircraft. I'm not sure what they are. If anyone knows what they are, then please tell me, because I really want to know. I think they're for more air over the wing surface. I don't know. Anyway, we go work on the tail section now. We're not going to actually make the tail fin itself because that's in white and don't want to ruin the, well, you know, detail. So anyway, what we're going to do is just going to start by putting parts together. Now there's two pieces that go together on this, and that goes on like that. Be very careful putting it in. Not only do you have to put these in, but there's some rods that go underneath. I'm going to cut them out in a minute. Then after that, the actual surface, the control surfaces go on. So they go in there. I'm just going to not fit straight in. Right, now problem is, I've had trouble with this side, and I've had to sand the part going in, but this side's gone in no problem. So I'm just going to work on that for a bit. So I'm using this glue. Like so. Now while that's drying, I'm going to get the I'm going to turn it upside down so it looks like the instructions. E, which one's E? That's not it. No, oh, it's down here. Bits of plastic everywhere on these kits. E, 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 there it is. E, there we are. Right, so we need E13, the first one, which I'm going to do, which is the loose one. So, it's that one. That's the bottom stabilise. Well, I don't know what it is. It's just a thing to hold it up, I guess. There you are. Just going to use a soft sander. Use a bit just to clean it up. I don't. Probably just buzz off camera in a second. There you are. Right, so let's go have a look how this goes on. So apparently it looks exactly the same. This goes on that way. Like that. Does it? Yeah. So that goes in no problem. They've got no fit issues or anything whatsoever. Let that do its magic. Weld it in place. Drop on the bottom there. Like so. Oh crap, trying to break it as well. There you are. I'm just going to see if you're still recording. Yeah, you are. It's okay, I'm just still not 100% focused with my camera at the minute because problems I'm having. Well, I'm not having any problems, it's just if you've watched my previous videos, I'll always run out of time or forget there's not enough memory or something like that's happening. So that's on like that, no problem. Right, it's time to do the other one now. Let's find part E10. Same again as the other side, put stabilizer on. Then we go just kind of just glue it in place. You might hear traffic. That's actually the A38 across there. If you know where the, well, I'm not far from the Arboretum, and apparently there's something going on there, so yeah, not that far. And this section goes like so. No, guess that needs to be raised up a bit. Like so. And there you have it, that's the one stabiliser done. There's plenty of glue gone in there, that's good. So that has a good bond. Now I'm just checking from my personal view that that's all level. Looks fairly level at the minute. That's great, that is actually. So that's nice and level at the back now, so I'm just going to let that dry for a bit. I'm going to leave the stabilisers for a bit and then come back to them later. Don't know why, I just decided to do, because if you're fiddling about with this and you're trying to push them on, it's not dried in time properly, then we're going to have some problems. So just checking whether that's all okay. You might just hear there's like dead silence there. Right, well, with that done, I'm going to let that dry and check its level again. Yep, and then come back to you in a second. I'm going to call it a couple of minutes, I don't know. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the flaps on at the back here. And then we'll discuss what's going to happen next, because that's the actual thing. I'm going to actually put the radiator covers on, so that's not going to take a long process. The radiators underneath there go on, and then we're going to start with the filler then and work our way around that. So yes, so I'll crack on with that, and you know what I mean. We've got the flaps on, tails on, elevators, radiators, all that bits and bobs. And the other thing is that I've gone away and I've filled in a lot of things now. There's a lot of filling in there. I think I need to put a bit more on to sand that down a bit. I'm not sure about that. How it is. So we've had a lot here, a few touch-ups here and there, and a few just there, in the back of the wings there, and a tiny little bit there. That's really it, and that's how it's gone together. I have to say, I'm really pleased with it. So I'm just having a look. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit more filler on here, and then give it another sand down, and then hopefully after we put the just my phone going off. After we put the stuff down, well, stuff now. After we put the top instrument panel on, the canopy on, we can get painting this thing. So that's something I'm going to enjoy. So this is the end of the part. I'm going to go away and make the instrument panel, put the canopy on, mask it all off, and hopefully we shall get back and see how things go. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Happy modelling, and if you haven't, just enjoy it. Alright, and see you later.